The cutting room floor is a term used for many video games where content that was originally planned for the game is no longer there for the user. However, in a wide variety of ways, this content can still be accessed through some means or another. Today we're going to be looking at the cut content and planned ideas for Planet Zoo, and kind of piece apart what could have been and what is still in the files, and what actually came to be in the future. Hello everyone, my name is Leaf, and it's so great that you guys join me today as we do this video I've been planning for a while, but just haven't been able to do recently. But now I'm finally kicking myself in the butt to finally finish it. Hello everyone. First, let's talk about large exhibit boxes. Now, I know we already have the walkthrough exhibits, and this seems to be sort of like what they were originally planning for this, but back in the day, people noticed in the code that there were large exhibit box files just scattered about in the files for Planet Zoo. And because of this, people were led to believe that these would be for some of the larger animals, such as like the anaconda or the iguana. However, looking in present day, it's kind of clear to see that this idea was ultimately scrapped for walkthrough exhibits, which I think is a fantastic change for what we got. Obviously, I think it would be so cool if we could combine exhibit boxes to kind of make them a little bit more modular and make them bigger. However, I'm kind of happy that this idea was phased out in terms for the walkthrough exhibits because we get so many new animals that are just spanning the realm of possibilities of flying animals, of sloths, of all that stuff. Super cool. The Lord Howe Island stick insect is one animal that has plagued Planet Zoo Island's wishlist forever. This weird little guy from Australia is probably one of the most iconic things you'll ever find in our subsection of the zoo community because it was originally planned for the Australia DLC. Ultimately, it was favored out for the blue-tongued skink, which I think is a much better pick. However, this animal still continues to be a top forerunner on Planet Zoo wishlists just because of the namesake. It is a very clear island species that people still want for an island pack, and maybe we're holding out hope for it. You can originally see the concept art for the Australia DLC has so many of the stick insect kind of motifs that it was seemingly originally planned that these guys would have been in the Australia pack, but it seems that at a last minute, they were swapped out for the blue-tongued skink. Speaking of animals that got phased out, the painted river terrapin was originally going to be the aquatic pack animal, exhibit animal specifically, but was ultimately favored out for the diamondback terrapin. The painted river terrapin is actually quite a large turtle. I don't think it would have fit the exhibit boxes, so I'm fairly happy that we ended up with this change. However, it would still be very awesome to get the painted river terrapin in Planet Zoo one day or another, just because they are so synonymous with gharial exhibits, false gharial exhibits, Southeast Asian exhibits, and all that wonderful stuff. They're a really colorful creature, you guys can see it on the screen right now, and they're definitely one of my top picks for a more ambient animal than anything else. Moving off of there, we also have the Zen Pebbles. These guys have made it onto my workshop because they technically are still in the game. You just need Planet Zoo Plus to access them. Let me explain. So essentially, all scenery items can only appear if they have UI interface in the game. If they don't have that, they won't be recognized by the game and won't appear in your construction tab. Because of this, Planet Zoo Plus originally implemented this very quick fix that enabled all these very hidden scenery pieces to actually be able to be placed. So be it the Zen Pebbles, which are incredible, by the way, super awesome to use those. But even beyond that, we have so many other hidden pieces in here that you guys should definitely check out if you haven't already. These will not crash your game. This is definitely a mod I recommend you guys try and start off with, because this will absolutely not crash your game if you do it right. Last but not least is one that I really am super excited to touch on because it's something that got fixed in the last update. Not really fixed, but I guess added back in, question mark. These are the Flexicolor Staff uniforms. Well, originally, they were supposed to be synonymous with whatever biome that you were originally in. So if you take a look at this little screenshot over here, everyone was supposed to have their own colors for each biome. However, we got the better option. We got Flexicolor Staff uniforms. So you can see that the keepers originally were supposed to have a savanna texture, a tropical texture, and a temperate texture, which is just so cool to me. Just looking at these, I am super happy with the way that we can honestly make these ourselves. And you can even see examples of this on the screen right now, of me kind of like, you know, putting together what I think that these guys would have looked like in game. It's super awesome. I'm super happy that we were able to finally get some version of this for the better. And it's just a really, really awesome thing that I've been asking for Planet Zoo for the longest time. But I'm super happy that we finally have it now. It's so cool. Now, of course, that is where I draw the conclusion of the video. There's still some other things that are left up to debate. There were originally hybrids planned, so like ligers and stuff. But I don't really want to get into all that stuff right now. Maybe it warrants its own video later down the line. Should Planet Zoo have hybrids or something? I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely let me know by either leaving a like or a comment. It really does help me out, especially in this intermediary period between DLC cycles. Really does help me out. Thank you all so much for watching. It's really great that you guys stopped by. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Goodbye now.